How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You Made Roscoe. I am Roscoe, and today we're going to be doing a reaction to a roast. This is Nipsey Russell, or a clip from a roast. This being Nipsey Russell roasting Don Rickles. So we'll be checking this out. Before we get into it, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure that you go to, well, I would say go to Nipsey Russell or Don Rickles pages, but I don't think, well, for one, they're not here with us anymore. And I don't believe that they have, pages. But if they do, support them, but yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I do have a shout out to give to Sharon Stevens, who suggested that I check this out. So, Sharon, I want to say much love to you, and we're going to start. So, let's go.
Here's Nipsey Russell. Nipsey is living proof that black is beautiful, not funny, but beautiful. There he is, my good pal, Mr. Nipsey Russell. They found an orangutan suffering with a hernia, fed him poison from a rattlesnake bite, gave him the soothing voice of a wild hyena, and he is man of the week tonight. Don Rickles, who has the personality of a lemon taster, is not without compassion for his fellow performer. When Peg Leg Bates was seriously ill and down on his luck, Don Rickles gave him money. He said, I know it's tough on you, Peg. Here's a few dollars to help you out till you get back on your foot. He has suffered rejection, frustration. Only yesterday, in a moment of flirtatious, sexy attitude, he tried to pick up a woman on Hollywood and Vine, and he was chased away by the two Boy Scouts that were helping her across the street. She needed
Yeah, he chased them kind of old, and be going after, the ones the Boy Scouts helping. But yeah, no, it's funny that Nipsey would start off kind of with a rhyme, because kids, today wouldn't realize, like, they think like, this dude, why does his name sound like Nipsey Hussle? It's because Nip took his name from this dude. He was Nipsey Russell, and he went and flipped it and turned it into Nipsey Hussle, but yeah, no, he didn't. He even stole the rhymes, Nipsey hit him with a little rhyme in the beginning, but yeah, no, let's keep it going.
Back on your foot. He has suffered rejection, frustration. Only yesterday, in a moment of flirtatious, sexy attitude, he tried to pick up a woman on Hollywood and Vine, and he was chased away by the two Boy Scouts that were helping her across the street. She hit him with a crutch. It's because you're hostile, Don. Pattern after Dean Martin, a sex symbol and a superstar who upped his prestige in the business through charm and grace. He upped his prestige, Don. Up yours. He said, Dean, in my act, I do a song called I'm a Nice Guy. He said, but my musical performance is a little awkward. What should I do with my hands while I'm singing? Dean said, put them over your mouth.
Yeah, I didn't cut up. But that little double entendre, up yours, that was classic. That was classic. He's up in his prestige, up yours. That was classic. Let's go.
I'm a nice guy. He said, but my musical performance is a little awkward. What should I do with my hands while I'm singing? Dean said, put them over your mouth. In his humor, he makes some ethnic slurs. Well, once when we were all in Florida, I saw Sammy Davis Jr. water skiing through the Everglades, enjoying himself immensely. At the wheel of that boat in the broiling hot sun, pulling Sammy Davis on the water skis, was Don Rickles. I had to shout my commendation. I said, Don, you're beautiful, working so hard to entertain your little friend. I said, you're personifying brotherhood. He said, I'm baiting alligators. Has won many friends in many places, before many groups by his philosophical observations. Before a physical fitness group, he said, if you want to look young, hang out with old people. At a Billy Graham revival.
Push it back just a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and finish out.
At a Billy Graham revival, he said, if you want to be forgiven for your sins, the first thing you got to do is sin. At the Naval Academy, he said, don't give up the ship, sell it. To Marlon Brando, he said, forget about the Indians. If they're not happy the way we treat them, let them go back where they came from. I was going to write a song about you tonight, Don, but the notes on the piano don't go that low. So I say to you, blow the trumpet of brotherhood, beat the freedom drum, but don't sing along with my people or we shall not overcome. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Classic, classic, classic. Oh man, let me push it back. And that was Nipsey Russell, with his roast of Don Rickles, and he did a great job. Like he did, like I didn't realize how funny he was, because really I know him from the old the Oz, the movie Oz, where of course it's a play on the Wizard of Oz, but he was the Tin Man, and I have a great affinity for him because I played the Tin Man in like third grade, in a play or something like that. So, you know, an inspiration to us all he has been. This dude, but yeah, no, just classic jokes. Even the one at the end, lets you know that they could, tell some jokes, some racially inspired jokes, and nobody's getting up in arms about that stuff. We should. That's how we really should be treating that stuff. But yeah, no, great job by Nipsey. Don Rickles, he's a classic dude. I saw a couple of the classic faces. Of course, he was started up by Dean Martin. I don't think too many of these other guys I knew right off, but maybe if I look back, I'll notice some faces. But Nipsey and Don and Dean, I know. But I'm gonna leave. This is a two-thumber, and before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll pick the one named Comedy Reactions. I do have a playlist for this stuff. Of course, all comedy related. And I do have playlists for other things. Most of that stuff is music related, but as you can see, I step outside of that. So, in essence, check out everything. Um, Cash App, dollar sign, you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe, super thanks option is available. And that's it. That's everything I'm doing. I will see you again. So until next time, be safe and be good.